Alright guys, welcome back to Twin Dragons Review. Today's video is going to be the start of a new series, the Roast CBR, because there's plenty to roast. Today we're going to look at 10 harsh realities of watching Seinen anime.
Alright, so coming in at number 10, events in Signin series can get weird. So, after all, it's still manga, so it's not real life or shonen, so there's a lot of different ways you can take Signin.
Yeah, because it's made for adults, not kids, so the jokes are dirtier, and it's just all around more weird, because a lot of the kids aren't going to get inside jokes or uh, like anything like that. It's just made for adults. Kids aren't going to understand a lot of what's happening, and it's also not good for their age.
Yeah, if you think it's too weird, go back to watching Beyblade.
Catch some more Pokemon.
Facts.
Number 9, horror is taken to new extremes. I mean, yeah, because if you look at the picture, it's Tokyo Ghoul. Nobody, nobody under the age of like 15 or maybe a little bit older than that should be watching Tokyo Ghoul. Kids shouldn't be watching people getting centipedes stuck in their ears or breaking their fingers on purpose or anything like that. So obviously, it's going to be a lot more violent.
Yeah, it's also in the name too, Signin, which is young adult, which is pretty funny because I don't know, just there's a reason it's there's a reason Tokyo Ghoul was classified as Seinen, and like he said earlier, I don't think, let's just say if I was like under 15, I'm not trying to see that.
Yeah, watch something else.
All right, number 8, Seinen anime violence is more graphic. I mean, it's like we said earlier, we don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's meant for young adults, not people under 15. Like, sorry, as great as it is, Berserk should not be your first anime. You shouldn't watch it in general, but yeah.
Read the manga. Don't mess with the anime. That stuff suck.
Yeah. It says a best-selling manga with an anime adaptation is particularly notable for exceeding graphic depictions of war and death, which that is true, but I'd say the anime is more notable for its CGI
Animation.
or lack of.
Yeah, I mean, kids just want to see like they don't want to see sword fights and people getting their arms cut off and stuff like that. It's just not made for them. Should be watching something maybe where just fists. People aren't using losing limbs. It's like we said, young adult.
Yeah, yeah. Of course we love like Dragon Ball and One Piece, but go watch those if you don't want anything too violent or graphic.
Yeah, like the One Piece fights, they're pretty intense, but they're not graphic.
Yeah.
And number 7, seinen anime have less idealistic romance. They're just calling it less idealistic because it's not like a shonen romance. Seinen romances usually have problems and issues, and people are expressing themselves and like problems they have in the world, why things aren't working, and it's more like real life, not just a perfect love story that you get in shonen.
Yeah, like not every love story is gonna be like, I don't know. We'll use Naruto and Hinata for example. It's not gonna end up like that. It's not that easy.
Yeah, no, just doesn't work out like that. If you think it's gonna, you might be in fairy tale land.
Yeah, you might be in Fairy Tale and get a reality check. And then at number 6, we got Seinen protagonists are often jaded and cynical. Yeah, man, adult life can be pretty
So
crappy sometimes.
yeah, Like they're adults that have grown up. Like in Shonen, a lot of them aren't growing up during like a war and having their families killed or something like Psychopaths, where they all have internal struggles. Like no kid cares about the internal struggles a character has. They just want to see magic powers and fight.
Yeah, because it looks cool. But
Yeah,
Seinen's you're in for much more than, I guess, the cool factor of the broody and edgy main character.
yeah, it's way more into the characterization and just plot development, way faster than Shonen, not drawn out. And number five, Seinen stories are shorter. Like I just said a couple seconds ago, they're not drawn out with useless filler. Shout out Naruto and Bleach, wasting an entire arc of filler. They just get to the point and they don't draw things out. There's no things that are unimportant most of the time. Not everyone does it, but
Yeah, if you're expecting, I don't know, if you're expecting the beach episode, yeah, I don't think Seinen's for you, but yeah, I can't imagine being someone who was watching Naruto, that the original series, when they had, what was it, like 80 straight episodes of filler.
yeah, something like that. Or Bleach. Like I've talked to people that said they dropped it there, and then they go back and watch it once you tell them that has zero importance to the plot, and you can just skip it.
Yeah, I say the fillers are good. I mean, watch it after you finish the main story, because they're good, unlike Naruto's. But
Yeah, they are good.
yeah, however, that is unfortunate that Golden Kamuy only comes out in 12 episode seasons because of that. But it's worth the hype.
Yeah,
Definitely is.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, don't skip. Don't. You guys are missing out on Golden Kamuy. There's literally only one bad scene. It's a bear. All right, number four. Seinen don't always have a happy ending. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like nothing. I don't know. You notice in most Seinen series, it's never too upbeat. It just goes into the struggles of life. So you can't expect it. You can't expect something like Berserk having a happy ending. I mean, rest in peace to the creator. He never got a chance to finish it though. But yeah,
Yeah, it's made for adults, and not every single adult story has a happy ending. A lot of them are tragic and sad. Also, we forgot to say before, but don't read the description. There's a huge spoiler for Banana Fish, so if you avoid reading, don't do it.
yeah.
Also, another series, really good. Should watch it if you are older than 15. That one's really dark and deals with some heavy themes, but it is really. And number three, Seinen doesn't have as many epic fight scenes, and that's again because a lot of Seinen are psychological, thriller, not as action packed. Like, what's a good example?
Guess
Like
Kingdom.
only, yeah, Kingdom. There's fights in it, but there's still way more to it. It's 100% not made for kids.
Yeah, it's another good series though. Don't get us wrong, but you should be at least 15 or know what you're getting into before you read something like Kingdom.
Yeah,
But also with that, Berserk and Vinland Saga, they have really good action sequences. Like you're lying to yourself if you don't think they do. But that's not the main focal point of it.
it's more about the story instead of just about the.
Yeah. Then at number two, high school settings are inescapable in Seinen. I mean, just because it's a Seinen doesn't mean I have to be, you know, you're an adult. It can still be like the earlier days of your life. I haven't read too much of it, but I think that's how Goodnight Pun Pun goes about it. That starts off at least.
Yeah, I haven't finished it all the way either. Yeah, that one's good. Like, it's like you don't always going through dark times. Messed up stuff can happen to you when you're in high school. It's not always about adults and their struggles. It can be, like I said, signings for young adults. Young adults are in high school.
Yeah, and I think with that, yeah, this doesn't need to like obviously. Oh, by the way, do not read Goodnight Pun Pun unless you're at least 18.
Also,
Gotta point that out. It's not for it's not for high schoolers even. So stay away from that one until you're of age.
yeah. And so at number one, some sign-in series blur the line. So what they're talking about is it's technically listed as a sign-in, but it feels more like a shonen. And they use Bungo Stray Dogs as an example. I mean, there's that dude in there, Dazai, that's trying to unalive himself like 3 times an episode. That's not really shonen-like. That's not, once again, not made for kids. Kids shouldn't be watching that. None of this is a harsh reality. It's just what it is. That's like saying the harsh reality of going from kids' movies to horror movies is that it's going to be scary.
Yeah, or it's gonna be too graphic.
Yeah, of course. That's how it works.
Yeah. And yeah, this is the one of many bad takes that we have seen on this website. So we'll be doing a series of these. Let us know what you guys think in this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.